Comparing is daring. At least that's how I view it. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. I feel like it would be really cool to compare the drawing of how we're going to start our project to comparing it to the final results of the project. So let's get started. So if you're new here, I like to draw a game plan of my project before I start the actual project. And the first thing we drew out was the entrance to the party. So this is what my idea was, and this is how it ended up looking like. I know, it came out way better than the actual drawing, and I love it more and more every time I look at it. But now let's move on to the next thing, which was this beautiful giant backdrop where we're going to take all of our photos. So this is the example that I drew out, and this is what it ended up looking like. I actually added a giant life-size bottle. This turned out perfectly. The next thing we drew out was the More shop. This alone is already a huge project, and I wasn't sure if I could pull it off. But this was the idea that I had in my head, and this is what it ended up looking like. I know, it turned out way better than the sketch that I showed you guys. Can I just say, this was absolutely so much fun to build, and my product looks incredible on the shelf. I am so proud of my dad and I for building this, and I love the way we decorated everything. Now, the next thing we drew up was the candy station. This was actually a last-minute decision. It wasn't actually on the original game plan, but as I was drawing everything out, I was like, you know what? It would actually be really fun if we did this. So this was my idea, and this is what it ended up looking like. I know, it's pretty sweet. This is actually my first time making a candy station, and I can confidently say I will be doing this again. And the next thing on the list was sketching out the pool. I was just simply going to decorate it with floaties and words. It wasn't really going to be anything crazy, but this was the overall idea that I had, and my dad literally helped us bring it to life. He was jumping in the pool, weighing down our words. That way they would sit nicely in the middle of the pool, and our family friend was also helping us as well. This was seriously the cutest. And we also had a coconut station. People didn't think I would actually have DIY grandpa serving all the coconuts. They legit thought I was kidding. So this is what I drew out, and this is what I planned for our More hydration station. And this is what it ended up looking like. DIY grandpa's in the house. He's got his lei on. I even made him wear his lava lava. And of course, he's barefoot. My dad is definitely a coconut. Then over here, I had my vendors. We had our boba station to the left. They had the cutest cups. Then we had our pancake station to the right, and they were a huge hit. I absolutely love the menu selection. But overall, that was pretty much everything for the party. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you so much to everyone who supported me in my new journey. And thank you for being here during the whole process. And I'm so excited to share more.